began exactly 4 years ago, June 2012. Let me share a little bit about my dream story and how I got to this unplanned moment in my life. I moved from Houston to the East Coast in 2006. It was my hope to acquire a literary agent in the sprawling New York area for the first full-feature film that I wrote. After sending my story to hundreds of agents, I finally got a response from one, and she told me, if you are serious about the film industry, you need to move to the Mecca, and the Mecca is California. So early in 2010, I headed to the West Coast. California proved to be financially tasking as I was not able to secure continuous work because of the economic downturn. So let's fast forward to 2011. I found myself right back here in Houston where I started from, but something was different this time, although I didn't know it right away. I was leaving an appointment one day, and as I'm checking for oncoming traffic, I looked to the right and I noticed this glass building that said the Art Institute of Houston. So when I saw the building, all I thought was, hey, I can get one of those art students to create a logo for my company. A few days passed and I remembered, oh, the Art Institute of Houston, let me look that up. When the website came up, digital filmmaking, video production was the first thing that crawled across the screen. I almost fell out of my chair. A few days prior, I had never even heard of the school, let alone know that there was a program that specialized in my field of interest located right here in Houston. It was never my intention to seek a formal education in the arts, but the following week, I signed up for classes, and here I am, 4 years later, in my very first class, our non-traditional introductions. The professor said, move all the tables against the wall and place your chairs in a circle. I immediately thought to myself, oh my goodness, why in the world do we have to introduce ourselves in such a self-help group manner? I really don't want to do this. Just give me the curriculum and teach me what I need to know. But when my turn came around, I said, my name is Katrina Baker. My major is digital filmmaking and video production. I want to be a filmmaker because I want to create worlds that have yet to exist. And what I hope to gain from the Art Institute is an education that will help me accomplish that goal. At our school, on every floor, in many of the classrooms, there is an inspirational quote affixed to the wall. Over the course of the last 4 years, I have read every quote. And in preparation for writing this speech, I found myself walking to school to read them all again. The one that caught my attention the very first time was by Giorgio Armani, and it says, to create something exceptional, your mindset must be relentlessly focused on the smallest detail. Our school is exactly what our name implies, the Art Institute. According to the dictionary, art is defined as the quality, production, or expression according to aesthetic principles of what is beautiful, appealing, or of more than ordinary significance. Katrina, what does that mean? It means whenever you're using the internet, that is the art of a web designer. When you're listening to music, that is the art of an audio engineer. Whenever your child sits in front of a television and watches cartoons, that is the art of an animator. If your teenager is playing video games, well, that is the art of a game designer. Whenever you eat a delicious meal, that is the art of a culinarian. And if that meal happens to be in an upscale restaurant, well, it's interior designer. Whenever you go to the store and can readily identify your favorite item simply by its logo, that is the art of a graphic designer. Whenever you want to memorialize this special day via pictures, that is the art of a photographer. When you put your clothes on every day, that is the art of a fashion designer. And whenever you go to the movies, well, that, my friend, is the art of a filmmaker. My point is this: art surrounds each of us daily, but for this group right here, art is soaked in us, and we cannot get away from creativity no matter how hard we have tried. And that is why we are here today, because we are artists and we wanted to get the best education in order to share with the world our best art. I mean, seriously, y'all, look at this talent before me. I want to encourage anyone sitting out there, never let anybody tell you you are too young or too old for that matter to follow your dreams. I am a living witness that if your passion is your purpose, there is no getting around it. Something will always pull you back in that direction. So embrace it and do something with it, and please, by all means, do something about it. That circle that my professor had us sit in on that first day, it also represented something else. It represented community. It was stressed upon us consistently that we could not be islands of one. We needed to form bonds to advance our own creativity and talents, as well as those of our classmates. No advice has ever been truer. I am not standing here today because of my own single achievements. I am standing here because so many of you have stood with me. And so I make this declaration on behalf of everyone sitting in this graduating class. We thank all of you who have stood with us through our educational endeavors. And we humbly ask that you continue to support us as we make our march in the world. All right, graduates, y'all have one last assignment to complete before these degrees and certificates are official. Would you please stand to your feet? Of a James Allen quote after me, but I need you to say it loud and convincingly. Y'all ready? We are here today. Where our thoughts have brought us. We will be tomorrow. Where our thoughts take us. Art Institute Spring 2016 graduating class, it is my sincerest hope that your thoughts and your artistry send you soaring into passive greatness.